Ahoy, mateys, and welcome back. I hope you enjoyed your adventures yesterday and chiming around. We would love to see your creations, so ask an adult to help share a picture on our Facebook page. So we're going to be exploring the sea today. We have some great guests for you and friends to meet, but not to eat. Today, Captain Binga will show us how to make invisible ink, and we will meet Captain Billy Bones and his crew from Fishing for Fun to learn more about crabs and how to keep their homes fresh and clean.
Welcome back, Scallywags. I hope you enjoyed your time at the bottom of the sea. Now we're in the sea to look at some of the fun animals. My favorite mammal in the sea is the whales.
Hey, Captain.
Yeah, Shmee?
I can talk to whales?
No, Shmee, that's not how we talk to whales. That's not even what a whale sounds like. This is what a whale sounds like.
That sounds like a humpback whale to me.
No, stop it.
Really? I thought it sounded more like a gray whale to me.
Knock it off, guys.
Maybe you'd see killer whale.
Stop it.
Definitely a killer whale.
Cut it out.
Fine then, Captain. So what do polite whales say then?
Please be quiet.
No, they say, your whale come.
Oh boy, let's get back on track. Shark bait?
Shark bait, hoo-ha!
What do we know about the local whales?
Did you know that our local pod had a new calf this year? You can actually watch them live on the north end of Vancouver Island. There's a link on the bottom of our coloring sheet.
Well, now that we can apparently talk to the whales, let's see if we can put your drawing to the test and connect the dots to draw the whales. On the bottom of your coloring sheet, there'll be a link to watch these majestic animals. But don't be afraid to ask an adult for some help.
What the heck was that?
I'll catch it, Captain. I'll save us from the Kraken.
No, Shmee, that's not a kraken. It's a squid.
All right, yeah, I knew that. I was just squinting.
Well, stop scooting around.
Hey, Captain.
Yeah, Crunch?
What language does squid speak?
It's Squiddish.
Nope, it's Inkish. Shark bait.
Shark bait, hoo-ha!
You have some interesting facts about squids?
Did you know squid ink is a black liquid pigment produced by some marine mammals, including the octopus, cuttlefish, and squid? The liquid is ejected from the animals as a natural defense mechanism to darken the waters to hide from nearby predators. The main compound in squid ink is melon, which creates that blue-black color.
Isn't squid ink what we use to make our treasure maps?
No, Shmee, we use special pirate ink for that. Captain Binga will help us next and show us how to make our own invisible ink. Let's go see her now. Arr!
Captain Binga here. Are you ready to do a little special craft? Now you know that pirates love to bury treasure, and they also love to leave maps, but we don't want everyone to see our maps. So I'm going to introduce you into doing some invisible ink so that you can come up with your own special message. Are you ready to go? All right, let me explain it to you. So what you need is the following. You need some baking soda. You need some grape juice. Dark juice will work just fine, although sometimes I like to use ink from a squid. You're going to have to use some water and, of course, something to paint with and some paper. Are you ready? So what I did is I put equal amounts of baking soda and water into a jar. Give it a really good stir. Come on, you can do it. Arr. Now, taking your paintbrush, you're going to write a message on a piece of paper. Here I go. I'm going to write me message. I love the sea. There's my waves. And then you're going to put this in the sun, or you're going to let it dry. And what happens is when it dries, no one can see your message on your piece of paper, but there's actually two messages here. You want to help me uncover them? Well, then you grab your paintbrush or you grab your Q-tip. You take your grape juice And you slowly wipe it on the paper until you can find your message. There's the spot. And you keep brushing over the whole paper until you can find your message. Now, let's see what message was left for me. This is an interesting one. It says, I love Sam. Sam? Oh, that must be me dragon. Pirates do love their stuffies. They love their stuffies. Arr. Look at this one. Someone left me a message, and it says, look for an X. That must mean that there's treasure nearby. Come on, mateys, help me look for it. I'm wondering, which way should we go? That way. All right, come on, mateys. Oh, mateys, I'm looking for an X. Have you seen an X? Which way should I go? So that's how you do it, mateys. That's how you can leave invisible messages. Make sure you write a note or a message to go on an adventure with someone. Don't forget your baking soda, your water, and that fabulous grape juice. I hope you have very, very, very many treasure hunts. Or write a note to someone and make them laugh. It's been Captain Binga saying, "Arr!"
My name is Captain Gruff, and here I am doing my stuff. Ready for a joke? Why don't oysters share their pearls? 'Cause there's shellfish, that's why. Get it? Shellfish!
Hello, kids. Look what I found. This is a great little story. It's called Pirate Island. It's a storybook and a dress-up kit. It's written by Tricia Hamilton and illustrated by Christina Stephenson. Look at that. That's me. It's Pirate Day today, and I'm ready for adventure. I have my hat and my trusty sword. Dad is taking me and Scout across the lake to a tiny island he calls Pirate Island. We're going to have a picnic there and a treasure hunt too. I'm the captain of our pirate ship, and Dad is my first mate. Look at me in the boat, and look at my dad. Our dog is really having a good time. Dad gives me a spyglass. My father gave it to me when I was your age. Now I'm giving it to you. It's very old, Dad explained. My father told me it used to belong to a real pirate. My new spyglass is so cool. Before, Pirate Island was just a speck in the distance. With the spyglass, I can see it up close. There's a sandy beach. I think I even see a pirate trail between the trees. Look at that. Here, you need to see this too, says my dad as he hands me something else. It's a treasure map. Look at the dog. He's got the spyglass. I rummage in the cooler. Yo ho ho and a can of root beer, I shout. Avast me hearty, my father calls back. I'll lie back against the mast and pour cool root beer down my throat. Pirate Island grows closer and closer. It won't be long before I'm on the trail of pirate treasure. Land ho, my father and I yell at the same time, and then we grin. Look, there's the land, and he's got his root beer, and the dog is sneaking something out of the food basket. Oh boy, when I was a boy, I loved doing this. Look at him standing in the boat there with his sword. Scout is excited too. He jumps and he yips. Arf, he barks. Arrgh, I holler back. And then I make him walk the plank. Splash, kerplunk. Look at Scout going into the water. As my pirate ship arrives at the island, I shout orders to the crew. Drop anchor, Maggie, and lower the gangplank. Aye, aye, Captain. And shiver me timbers, my first mate replies. That's my dad. And look at the Scout. He's already out there. He's checking stuff out. My first mate sets about rustling up some grub. My second mate and I go out to explore the island. According to my treasure map, we should head straight into the tall grass behind the big rock, and that's where we'll find the next landmark. Swish, swoosh, I swing my sword from side to side. See, look, he's got the treasure map, and he's got the sword, and there's his dog leading the way. And it looks like his dad is setting up a picnic on the beach. I see it. A tall tree ahead has a strange marking on its trunk. It looks like an arrow. I take 10 paces in the direction the arrow is pointing. Swish, swoosh, my sword clears a path. You see the arrow? Right there. Even the dog sees it. Thunk, my sword hits a big rock in the path. It has a marking on it too. X. X marks the spot. This is it. Carefully, I use my sword to dig around the rock. See, there's the X right there on the rock. I can hardly believe my eyes. There in the soft sand is a golden coin. Right there, see? Shiver me timbers, I shout. Scout's growling sounds like R, R, and I can't wait to show Dad my treasure. See, he found the treasure. His dog thinks it's pretty cool too. I show Dad my coin and I tell him all about it. And then it's Dad's turn. He tells me he used to come to Pirate Island with his father. Sometimes Grandpa would invent a treasure hunt for him. Just like me, my dad loved following the clues to find the treasure. So he made a treasure hunt for me. And best of all, the treasure is real. Grandpa's father gave him that gold coin when he was your age, my dad said. Finding it, you passed the pirate test. I can feel my smile spreading all over my face. The dog is sleeping, but Dad and the little pirate are having so much fun. When we get home, Dad shines my gold coin until it gleams and it sparkles on my night table as I lie in bed. Dad says I'm a real pirate, and I believe him. I have the pirate treasure to prove it. And a hat, and a teddy bear with a hat on it too. And he's got sailboats on his lamp. What a lucky boy.
I'm Mackerel Mike.
And I'm Captain Billy Bones.
And today we're going to see what we have in the sea.
Yeah.
Let's see what we have.
There. Look at that, crabs. Crabs there. Wait a minute. Plastic. That's a plastic bottle there. You can't have that. That kills the fish. You can't have these kinds of things in the sea. Bottle caps and all these other types of things that you throw away. Plastic. That's no good for the fish. It'll kill them. They'll be in Davy's locker before you will. Say, Mackerel Mike, what kind of crabs are those?
These are what we call a Dungeness crab.
Dungeness?
The Dungeness crab is a species of crab that inhabits eelgrass beds and water bottoms on the west coast of North America. It typically grows to 20 centimeters across of its shell and is a very popular seafood. Dungeness crab can be found right here in your very own Ladysmith Harbor.
Those crabs are kind of small. Do you have to throw them back in or what? We eat those things.
These ones are a little bit small. These have to go back in. They have to be 6.5 inches from here to this point over here. So this one's really, really small. They have to be about 2 or 3 times as big as this one.
Those crabs are beautiful. Good food, too. But the big thing is, it worries me, plastic in the sea. Plastic bottles and all those things that kill the food, the fish. Don't do that. Now it's time to hear from my friend, my scallywag, Captain Redfeather. Arr!
Well, thank you, Billy Bones and your crew. I sure learned a lot from that, and I hope all you first mates did too. It's very important to ensure that we don't have any plastics ending up in our oceans. Now, remember, when you're creating your secret treasure maps and messages out of invisible ink, that you've got an adult with you. Have fun, and be sure to use your treasure map to find your way to Friday's adventures. Arr!
Catch some air, feel the waves, ride the ocean current, it's kids' pirate days. Come on outside, feel the sun, get your buccaneering on and